What is up, guys? It is Turbo here, and welcome to episode 204 of the FIFA 13 career mode. Today we have the other qualifying match in the Euro League. We have to win this match to qualify for the Europa League, and I will be happy if we do. And then we have transfer deadline day, which I will be recording all of, and then we also have a league match home against, I think it's Evian. I'm not really too sure. Please, give me a break. I don't really know the French teams that well. But into the EuroLeague qualifying match, we have Lacazette and Dale starting up front. Benzia isn't even on the bench. I have my 18-year-old number 9 striker. He is also on the bench. Matt Blank gets a start in the centre attacking midfield role. But just a quick note, if you see any frame rate lag in this video, that's because my recording was kind of mucking up. I don't really know what was going on with Fraps, but there was times when it was recording to the proper, what am I trying to say, to the proper screen rate. Like, it was recording to 30 FPS, which is what I always record to. And then there was times when it was recording to like 20, and yet when I stopped the recording, FIFA was still playing at like 60 FPS or whatever I play at, I don't even know. But Lacazette missed a massive chance. They just headed it over. That was probably the best chance of the match. After good build-up in the attack here, puts it over the top through ball and redeems himself with Dale. What a lovely chip that is. That is the first goal of the season for the 7th season of the career mode, and Mr. Rudy Dale manages to grab a goal and put it, well, it was just a really good finish. I went for a little chip over the keeper because I thought he was coming out, and in the end, it hit the bar and went in, and it was a really, really nice finish. I actually bounced back out, and I love it when they hit the bar, go in, and then they bounce back out, because it always reminds me of that Frank Lampard goal against Germany in the World Cup. All of you who can probably remember that. Probably dislike the ref. Anyway, carry on. We have a chance there, but Konya clears well after a good save by the keeper. And then Matt Blank here is on the ball. He's going to have a shot, and it is going to ricochet straight into the back of Lacazette. And Lacazette misses for the second time in a row. For the second time in a row, he misses. I don't know what was going on with him. We had to do a little bit of defending in the second half. A lovely tackle there from the defender to take the ball, but then it was our turn to defend once more. And as you can see here, our players are just pressuring the ball, making them make a mistake. I missed the challenge, I missed the second challenge, and they actually have a shot, and that was their first shot of the match. And I was really lucky it didn't go in. But carrying on, I make the triple threat substitution. Those 3 players come on, but in the end, it doesn't really affect the match, and we do win 1-0 in the end. So a good match nonetheless, and we do win 2-0 on aggregate, I believe, because we won 1-0 at home as well. So yeah, Rudy Dale picked up the man of the match in the 90th minute, and hopefully he can get a calling up to the national squad in the near future, because he's been playing well for us. He's been playing good. But here we go, onto the contracts. Gardner and Ake, all I was trying to do through transfer deadline day and through the couple of days before, literally all I was trying to do was to get these two to sign, and I could not. You're going to see I just go through transfer negotiations time and time again trying to get them to sign a contract, but in the end, the starting offer is 80,000 for Aki. See if he accepts that. Gardner here, he doesn't want to accept either because he doesn't want to relocate, so obviously that just means more money. So I decided to give him 100,000. 100,000 frigging quid. 100,000. Jesus. A transfer offer comes in for Lacazette. It's actually really good money from Rene. But firstly, I don't want to sell to a rival in the league. And secondly, it's not actually enough money. I say it's good money. It's not enough. I always double the player's value if it's under 10 million. You guys know that. So 18 million is where it stands for Lacazette. Here we go into the transfer deadline day, and the first thing we have is a improved offer for Lacazette, but not by much. So I do the same deal. I go, no, I want 18 million, and if you don't give me 18 million, you can't have him. It's pretty simple. That's overcharging for him a little bit, but I think it's fair because he is one of my main strikers at the club, and if I sold him in transfer deadline day, there's no guarantee that I would be able to replace him. But Aki accepts his 80 grand offer for the contract, and he is now part of our club. It's wonderful to see that we have a new player, an old player in terms of, I had him a little bit when he was at Chelsea. But he can definitely settle into the squad a lot more than he can in the Chelsea squad currently. But Gardner here still doesn't, still isn't accepting, so I had to amend my negotiations because obviously you saw that I was a little bit under the wage budget. So I went, and I think it was like 75-25, yeah, I think that's what I made it. And in the end, I offer Gardner an even bigger contract just to see if he wants to come, because I really want Gardner to be a part of the club here. The revolution in France, the revolution. Sorry, my French accent is shit. He's only valued at 8 million, and I was offering. Well, the transfer offer had gone through. It was just the contracts, you know. And Gardner was being a stingy little bitch. He really wouldn't join his old manager. He didn't want to work with me, and I was like, you know what? I shouldn't have even signed you for Sevilla. If I hadn't, you would still be in shitty Aston Villa. Although saying that, Aston Villa have Champions League football. What the hell? How do Aston Villa have Champions League football? I don't understand. It really, really amazed me. But anyway, they must have had a really good season. But carrying on, he doesn't want to come because he loves living there, and he doesn't want to relocate. Ideally, and I'm not exactly going to go and give him 120 grand. So Gardner's off the shortlist. My next transfer target was Jack Rodwell, but I decided, I've had enough players from that area. Let's go look for a younger player who not everyone signs, because Jack Rodwell, in fairness, is a player that most people probably sign. So I look at the results. Wesley Sneijder and Davids here were getting a little bit too old. So I look at the young ones, and Josh Vela was the first one I found who I really like. 24 years old, only 7 million, and he is 81 rated. He has a lot to do. He can improve on a lot. I was tempted to sign Nana Welbeck or Royce Lozano from my old clubs, obviously. But they have a little bit too much cash on them that I don't really have right now, so I can't really afford them, and that is a little bit of a bad thing. It's always nice to have cash in your pocket because it means you could go after anyone. Potentially you could go after anyone you want, and that was the deal at Chelsea. I had so much cash in my pocket that I could go after anyone I want, and that kind of made the career mode a little bit boring. I looked at that guy Lorenzo Cristieg, I think is how you say it, but in the end, I didn't like his stats, although I should have gone with him because his wage is actually quite low, but he is 25 years old, so he can't really improve much. Saying that, 24 isn't far behind, but whatever. 24 years old, Josh Vela is the player I'm going to go for. He's English, and he's one of the big stars at the club, apparently, and I was like, really? An 81-year-old midfielder that has, almost, reached his potential is what I want to say. You think that he is one of the big stars at the club. That is interesting. But yeah, there's the offer that I made. Hopefully they'll accept that and come back to me straight away. Hugo Vieira gets a transfer offer from Arsenal here. And this one I was thinking, a little bit more money. Come on, a little bit more money. I didn't want to go to 24. I wanted to go to 6 million. And at this one I was thinking, right, if they give me anywhere near 5 million, then I would just accept it because it's the last day. I finally reject that offer, by the way. It's the last day of the transfer period. So I really want to get rid of him so I can cash in on my money. They're not interested in the player, and they want more money. So in the end, I go, fine, let's just remove the player. I can sell him to Arsenal, and then let's just offer the full amount. I offer actually 8 million. I offer pretty much all my transfer budget to see if they want to accept. Arsenal come back with a 5 million improved offer, and this one I was thinking, yes, come on Arsenal. Now it's just the transfer stage, just the contract stage even, and Arsenal are pretty good with contracts in my opinion. In career mode, they always get the players that they want. Here we go. Man City accepted the transfer offer, so Josh Vela could possibly be coming to my club. We've just got to settle the contract negotiations right here and right now. So let's do it. 50,000 a week is where it's going to be at. Actually, I think I give him 55. Yeah, 55. And I give him a 10% bonus per goal. 3 years, and a crucial first team player to get him to sign. So he's going to be a good player. He's going to be a lovely, lovely player, and I'm glad I managed to get him in before transfer deadline day ended. For God's sake, all these people that don't want to move, alright, I'm just going to have to fill my squad with French players now. I'm going to have to fill my squad with French players. I realised that there was only an hour left, but I thought I'd just try my luck to see if I could get any free agents, and I found, look at the second one down. The second one down is worth 4.5 or 5 million pretty much. Jack McCarthy, so I went to sign him. And what do you know, it's too late. So I wasn't best pleased with that one. I forgot to look at the free agents in this transfer window, I'm not going to lie. I normally always do. This contract is just irrelevant now because he's not going to be able to accept it before the transfer deadline day ends. But yeah, 67,100,000 was spent. And I didn't really make the most of that. I could have done with another midfielder, but whatever. We'll go through the season with the team that we have now. Sevilla win the Copa Europe. They defeated Spurs, the Champions League winners. They defeated the Europa League winners. But I did sign Aki, so that's a nice thing. I did get rid of Elkerson and Hugo Vieira. I got rid of all the people that I wanted to, and I brought in some of the people that I wanted to. So in that respect, it was pretty fair. On to our second game of the episode, we have Lyon versus Evian. It was Evian, I was right. There's the team. Dale and Benzia go link up front with Feta Fadis right behind them, Mr. Cheese. But actually, the other team had the first chance of the match, and Aki with a wonderful tackle to show how good he is at the defender. I actually had to play him left back this game because both my left backs were a little bit tired out, and I think one of them was injured. So it's good that I brought Aki in that respect because he can play, although he's a centre back slash centre midfielder, centre defensive midfielder, he can also play left back, and I like to play him left back. But Dale here misses the best chance of the match, just had to bend it round the keeper instead of smashing it straight at him, and he would have scored, but he redeemed himself moments later with a thunderous strike into the top corner in the 34th minute. Wonderful bit of work by Gonzalez down this near side. The midfielder managed to put it into the path of Dale, who had a little bit of space, a little bit of time, and you don't give Rudy Dale a little bit of space or time because, hey, this is going to happen every time. 9 out of 10 times you'll put it into the back of the net, making it 1-0. Rangel finally got his first goal of the season, a lovely little fake shot to do the defender there after he had a darting run into the box. And he just finessed it into the top corner. Even I didn't actually press the finesse button. He finessed it into the top corner in the 40th minute to get us a 2-goal lead over Evian. And things are looking quite well. Things are going well for us in the league so far. We haven't really had a defeat yet. We haven't even conceded yet. But I don't know how long that's going to last because you know my defending. But a wonderful, wonderful save by the keeper. And then we eventually managed to get it out with Aki. And we got on the counter-attack, but nothing comes of it. In the second half, Benzia had the first chance. It fell to Fofana. And Fofana managed to pounce and just p-roll it into the bottom corner. I don't even know how that one went in, but it was a really good, accurate, precise strike. And that's probably why the keeper could not get to it. Guys, I do apologise. I have a cold. I know how horrible it is for you guys to listen to it, but you know, there's not much I can do really. 3-0 is going to be the score against Evian here. We go on the attack once more. Benzia linking up well. He is going to do a little bit of a fake shot to get himself a little bit of space. Go forward and have a shot. Well saved at the keeper, but it was right at him. So I'm a little bit disappointed in Benzia. He should have grabbed himself a goal this game, but whatever. Mr. Cheese is going to be replaced here in the whatever minute it is. And on comes Grenier, Gazelle, and Lacazette to just replace my main people up front. I don't really give Gazelle much playing time, so I feel a little bit guilty. But Lacazette really should have scored there. Goes for the finesse shot where Dale didn't earlier, and it looks like the keeper was just up for it because one-on-ones, this keeper's pretty good at them. But anyway, it is 3-0 in the end. A wonderful result, and you're going to see what that means to us in the league in a minute. Yeah, Rudy Dale is having a great season so far. But on to the season stats, guys. As you can see, we are in first place already with 10 points. Leo are the only team level of us, but it's still early days. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, if you could please leave a like, I would very much appreciate it. And apart from that, I will see you all later. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, guys, PSG aren't really having a good start to the season, and neither are Marseille. Look at them in 16th and 10th. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.